Hi everyone, here's a simple pork strip and peppers recipe from Rosalina's kitchen, also known as Rosalina的厨房. First, I prepped some pork loin by trimming the excess fat. It's easier to slice meat when it is partially frozen, but mine has pretty much been defrosted. Next, I thinned out the loin into thin strips. You don't have to tenderize the meat, just make sure you slice against the grain. To prepare the marinade, you add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, and salt and pepper to taste. You want to marinate at least 30 minutes prior to cooking. While the meat is marinating, I'm going to prepare the peppers. Here I'm using 1 red bell pepper and 1 green bell pepper. You can use any colors you want, even spicy chili peppers if you want. Make sure you remove the inner white parts and seeds, as those parts can be quite bitter. Since the pork is chopped into strips, the peppers will also be sliced into strips. You want your pepper strips to be roughly the same size as your pork strips. Here I added some dried chili peppers, although I think it may be better if they were pre-soaked or just use regular chili peppers. Or you can leave out the spice entirely. The stir-fry sauce contains 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of rice wine, and a small knob of ground ginger. Here I use some ginger powder. Begin cooking by heating up your pan, and when it is hot enough, add some oil and saute the bell peppers. The step is to start the cooking process on the peppers before finishing them with the pork and the sauce. If you want the peppers a bit crunchier, you can cook them a little bit less. If you want them a bit softer and to extract the sweetness, you can cook them a little bit longer. If you're not sure, a good rule of thumb is to cook until you start to see a color change. Once the color has changed, take them out and set them aside. Clean your pan. A quick water rinse is usually enough, and then start cooking your pork. Here you can add a bit of oil if you want, but I chose not to because there was enough fat on the pork. Stir fry on high heat until about 70% cooked. Then take it out and set aside, and clean your pan once again. After the pan dries, add a bit of oil and put all the components back in. Stir fry with the stir fry sauce until everything is cooked and combined. And for the summary, slicing everything into strips of equal length and size allows for uniform texture and easy access for chopsticks. Sugar can be reduced or skipped entirely, especially when using sweet bell peppers. And cleaning the pan can be skipped after the peppers, but it should be cleaned after the pork strips. And be sure to check out the recipe in the description below. That's all for now. See you next time.